Fog of War, 2025, is a suspenseful, wartime drama following the story of an American pilot named Gene and his fiancée Penny, a skilled OSS agent. The movie opens with a harrowing scene where Gene is flying a mission over Europe. During the intense aerial combat, his plane is hit, and he is forced to parachute into enemy territory. Amidst the chaos, his crewmates Joey and Travis aren't so lucky. Joey is gravely injured and later succumbs to his wounds, leaving Gene and Travis to fend for themselves against German soldiers, who are ruthlessly pursuing them. Travis, despite his injuries, manages to persuade Gene to push forward in search of help. Gene is devastated by the loss of Joey and the dire situation they are in, but he shows immense resolve and courage. Eventually, they are rescued by local resistance fighters who help them escape back to Allied territory. Gene is transported back to the United States to recover in a hospital in Pennsylvania. His brave escape from behind enemy lines leaves him injured but alive, and he is grateful for the second chance he has been given. At the hospital, Gene is visited by Captain McVane and Agent Alexander of the OSS. They bring troubling news that top-secret invasion plans have been compromised, potentially endangering the Allied forces' operations in Europe. McVane and Alexander inform Gene of intercepted transmissions near a remote estate in Massachusetts, an estate owned by Penny's Uncle Bob and Aunt Maud. They suspect that someone in the close-knit community around the estate is a mole feeding information to the enemy. With stakes so high, they recruit Gene to investigate discreetly. Gene is conflicted. He is being asked to spy on the family of his beloved Penny, without her knowledge. McVane and Alexander emphasize that this mission is crucial to national security, and reassure Gene that he is protecting Penny and her family from potential danger. Despite his reservations, Gene feels a sense of duty and responsibility. He agrees to go undercover with Penny under the guise of a recuperation visit. Meanwhile, Penny is granted leave to visit her family, unaware of the true purpose behind their stay. The couple's arrival at the estate is filled with warmth and happiness, as Uncle Bob and Aunt Maud welcome them with open arms. The estate, nestled in a serene and picturesque setting, offers a stark contrast to the war-torn landscapes Gene has just left behind. Despite the seemingly tranquil surroundings, Gene can't shake off his sense of unease. Penny is ecstatic to be back in a place she holds dear and to introduce Gene to her family. As the days go by, Gene begins to notice subtle clues that suggest something is amiss. Conversations between the villagers, odd behaviors, and strange comings and goings at night all point to the presence of an infiltrator. Gene's training kicks in, and he carefully starts to piece together the puzzle, all while trying to maintain a facade of normalcy with Penny, who is blissfully unaware of the espionage taking place around them. Gene's investigation leads him to a local fisherman named Thomas, who seems to be harboring a dark secret. Thomas's seemingly innocent fishing trips at odd hours and his peculiar interest in radio equipment raise red flags for Gene. He follows Thomas one night, and discovers him transmitting coded messages using a hidden radio set. Thomas, realizing he has been caught, tries to flee but is intercepted by Gene. A tense confrontation ensues, where Thomas reveals that he was blackmailed into working for the Germans, fearing for the safety of his family back in Europe. Understanding Thomas's plight, Gene offers him a deal: cooperate with the OSS to feed false information to the Germans in exchange for protection and relocation for his family. Thomas, relieved to be free from his forced espionage, agrees. With the mole identified and neutralized, Gene updates McVane and Alexander on the success of the operation. The information provided by Thomas helps the OSS adjust their plans and thwart the Germans' next move, safeguarding the Allied operations in Europe. However, this victory comes at a personal cost for Gene. Penny, who eventually learns of Gene's true mission, feels betrayed and hurt that he kept it from her. The revelation strains their relationship, as Penny grapples with the fact that their visit was a cover for espionage. Gene explains his difficult position and the obligation he felt to protect her and her family, but the emotional damage is done. Their love, once unshakable, is now marred by mistrust and heartache. In a poignant scene, Penny confides in her Aunt Maud about her feelings of betrayal and confusion. Aunt Maud, a wise and empathetic figure, offers solace and perspective. She reminds Penny of the complexities and harsh realities of war, encouraging her to see Jean's actions as stemming from love and duty rather than deceit. Penny, torn between her anger and her enduring love for Jean, takes time to process her emotions. The ending of Fog of War sees Penny and Jean facing a crossroads. As Penny contemplates her future with Jean, they share a heartfelt conversation on the estate's terrace, overlooking the serene landscape. Through this conversation, they express their fears, regrets, and hopes, laying their emotions bare. Jean admits to his mistakes and his unwavering love for Penny, while Penny acknowledges the burdens they both carry from the war. Ultimately, Penny decides to give their relationship another chance, recognizing that their love is worth fighting for, even amidst the fog of war. The movie concludes with Penny and Jean embracing, symbolizing their mutual commitment to rebuild trust and navigate the uncertain future together. The scene fades out with the couple standing united, a testament to resilience and the enduring power of love against the backdrop of a world engulfed in conflict. Fog of War masterfully blends elements of suspense, romance, and war, creating a gripping narrative that keeps viewers on the edge of their seats. The character development of Jean and Penny is particularly commendable, as they evolve from dedicated service members to individuals grappling with personal demons and tough choices. The movie explores themes of loyalty, duty, love, and sacrifice, delving into the moral complexities faced by those in wartime espionage. The symbolism throughout the film is subtle yet impactful. The estate, initially a symbol of peace and serenity, becomes a battleground of hidden threats and covert operations. Jean's journey of recovery parallels his inner struggle with guilt and responsibility. The hidden radio represents the unseen threats lurking beneath the surface of daily life, a reminder that war's tendrils reach far and wide, disrupting even the most idyllic settings. Foreshadowing is deftly employed, particularly in the opening sequence, where Penny expresses her fear of Germans capturing Jean. This fear comes full circle as Jean's mission at her family's estate involves uncovering a German informant. The flashbacks to Jean's traumatic experiences and the tension of his current mission intertwine seamlessly, highlighting his resilience and determination to protect those he loves. The film's ending acts as a mirror to similar works in the war drama genre, reflecting the bittersweet victories and personal sacrifices depicted in films like The English Patient and Atonement. Both movies, like Fog of War, highlight the indelible scars left by war on individuals and their relationships, yet they also emphasize the hope and redemption that can emerge from shared adversity. In conclusion, Fog of War, 2025, is an evocative and thought-provoking film, offering a gripping narrative filled with suspense and emotional depth. The movie's exploration of duty, love, and sacrifice set against the backdrop of World War II resonates deeply with viewers. The characters' journeys, imbued with authentic struggles and growth, leave a lasting impression, reminding us of the resilience of the human spirit even in the darkest of times. As the credits roll, the audience is left reflecting on the complexities of loyalty and love in the midst of war, and the enduring hope that binds us together.